Okay, frame rate booming. That's cool. That work for sure. That looks that looks dumb. You know why I did that. Put that on silent. For sure. Okay. Live on Instagram. Live on YouTube. I texted 12 Cal, so hopefully, he know what's up. I think that was my what's going on, Super Mac 94. Look like some ism. I don't know if that's 12 Cal. If it's 12 Cal, what's going on, 12 Cal? If it's not 12 Cal, you already know. When you jump in it live, please by all means hit that like button and announce yourself so I can acknowledge you. I could at least say hello, hi, how you doing? Thanks for supporting the show. Trying to get past that little good old 60-second mark so I could start using my good old profanity. Cause YouTube be tripping. It be messing up the recommendations and all that. What's going on, Jihan? How you doing? What's going on, Eddie Bo? But we passed a minute. So I guess I can go ahead and get it cracking. Okay. Everything working. Oh yeah, let me do a sound check. Yes, sir, Bob. We are ready. I forgot to comb my beard. It don't look too bad, but and then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. Shout out to billionaire 12 Cal, aka Mr. Billions. Came in there announcing himself, Mr. Billion Dollar 12 Cal. He's on his way from the illustrious South Carolina back to the crib, counting up white lines. Shout out to 12 Cal. And today's episode is inspired by 12 Cal because when he called me and asked me about the motherfucking episode, I said I'm trying to come up with a topic. And right on brand, 12 Cal, the man with all the answers, he gave me a topic. What's going on, Pork from the Cool Out Corner? Happy C-Day, the Big L from the Cool Out Corner podcast. Happy C-Day, Big L. My dog. But yeah, like I said, today's episode was inspired by 12 Cal, my nigga. Like, it was funny because me and my dad and my brother was talking about this shit like literally yesterday in my car on the phone. Just about like not looking back, my nigga. Like certain shit, it's in the past for a fucking reason. Like, and I've done an episode recently about like not burning bridges, which is something that I'm still a real strong believer in. But I remember I was talking to Ty Naps about this shit. And we was talking about like he had DM me after one of my episodes, and he was like, do you think you'll ever do like a episode talking about like reconvening with somebody who fucked you over, like, like a family member that you no longer fuck with? And I was like, nigga, some motherfuckers, even though they your family and you love them, you gotta love motherfuckers from a distance. There's some motherfuckers you just shouldn't reconcile with, my nigga. Like there's some motherfuckers in your past that's in your past for a reason. Mellow Yellow. What's going on? Mellow Yellow. Mellow Talk Monday. Y'all niggas follow Mellow Yellow on motherfucking Bigo. I got to get her exact handle on Bigo so I can shout that shit out. But shout out to Mellow Yellow. Y'all follow her on Bigo. Oh shit, King Germ from Pod and Saved Our Marriage. I can smell the money in the room. Yeah, nigga, cause 12 Kyle in this motherfucker. But like I said, my nigga, like, when me and Ty Naps was talking about it, I was telling him, like, nigga, you got motherfuckers in your family that you might love, my nigga. Like, you might genuinely love them, got love for them and all that shit. But there's some motherfuckers that they not in your life for a reason. There's a reason they in the past. Like in your car, nigga, your windshield is gigantic, my nigga. Rear view mirror small as a motherfucker because you're supposed to spend so much more time moving forward than moving back. And like even when it comes to that, because like I said, there's some motherfuckers who I don't fuck with. Friends I don't fuck with, exes I don't fuck with, women I don't talk to no more. Like There's a lot of people in my life I don't fuck with. And the thing is, with me, like nigga, I don't have hard feelings. I don't burn bridges. Like I don't make it to where it's a permanent situation of me not fucking with you. It's just that because of what I got going on moving forward, I gotta leave you in the fucking past, my nigga. Like there's certain motherfuckers that you just literally outgrow. They're just some motherfuckers that, in the moment, I just can't fuck with you. What's going on, my nigga? Real spill pie. What's happening with you? And that's the thing, because like I said about not burning bridges, there's some people that you might have to leave that if they catch up, you can reconvene. Like I got friends like that where there was a time when nigga I was on my mission. I was full speed ahead, nigga. I'm going 100 miles an hour. If you only doing 20, I can't fuck with you. Now, if you speed the fuck up and catch up to where I'm at, we can be cool as a motherfucking fan. But if you don't, I gotta be okay with not having you in my life. Like literally, like there's a lot of people in my life that I've had to do that shit with where because of what I had going on and how life was going for me, like nigga, I can't afford to slow down for you. I can't afford to wait for you. And again, like it's not no loss of love. It's not that I love you no less than I loved you in the past, but there's just some motherfuckers that because of what I got going on, I can't afford to have you around me. Like the clip that I posted where I said, like, if the friends that you have around you can't afford to get into the spaces that you get into, you can't afford to be around them. Like, I genuinely believe that shit, my nigga. Like, I got friends I got real love for. I got family members I got real love for. But I can't be around them because of what I got going on, where I'm trying to be, what I'm trying to do in my motherfucking life. Like, I genuinely would be like 12 Cal said on the phone, we was talking about the shit, like going backwards, because at the end of the day, time don't wait for nobody. Time is always moving forward, my nigga. Like the clock is always moving. So with anything that's moving, if you standing still, it's moving past you, my nigga. If you not moving forward, you basically moving backwards. Like the conversation that I was having with my dad, like I told 12 Cal when he gave me the topic, the conversation that I was having with my dad and my brother was literally about motherfuckers who like to just sit up and reminisce all day. Talk about what's in the motherfucking past all day. Do the same shit every day. Man, nigga, we kicking it like we was kicking it back in the 80s. What the fuck we doing that for? It's not the 80s. It's 2025. Like there's a time and a place for everything. Just like nostalgia, my nigga. Like, shout out to 12 Cal with the Rap Soul podcast. Like, nigga, we talk about, music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s all the motherfucking time. We done did R&B battles and some more shit of older music, like there's some things that are classics. But at the same time, my nigga, like, I don't like to sit up and just reminisce all motherfucking day. Nigga, I could listen to some oldies while I'm on my mission moving forward. Even when it comes to, like I said, nigga, the times and the places for certain things. There's things from my past that I might discuss with somebody when I have time to do that. But nigga, I don't have time to sit up all day, every day doing that. And there's a lot of people who are like that. There's a lot of people that are attached to the same mindset that they had 20 and 30 years ago. Like a lot of people got that don't forget where you came from mentality. Like they still want to keep that shit real. And man, I'm still in the hood, nigga. I'm still on the block. I'm still on the turf. And I'm like, nigga, not me. Every now and then I go visit that motherfucker. Every now and then, you'll see niggas from that motherfucker around me, on some chilling shit. But, like I say all the time, like a rich motherfucker that does the best that they can to try to still be in the hood, try to still be in the spaces that they was in when they was fucked up is literally like a slave that escaped the fucking plantation and try to go back and hang out. Like, nigga, if you free, go be free, my nigga. Like, you don't need to be hanging out on the plantation no more, my nigga. It ain't nothing back there for you, nigga. There's a reason you left that motherfucker in the first place. That's the same shit as like how I say about like the glorification of poverty in the black community. Like we got this real Like we glamorize not having shit. We glamorize the struggle. Like we make it seem as if like if you don't come from fucked up circumstances, somehow that cheapens your victory. Like if you don't come from the gutter, like if you don't come from destitute poverty, somehow your success is less. Like it's less valuable because, oh nigga, you had both parents in your house, you ain't had no struggle. Oh man, nigga, you lived in Rancho Cucamonga, you ain't had no struggle. And it's like, nigga, ain't that the fucking goal? Like, doesn't that shine positive on my parents doing what they were supposed to do in order for me to, build upon what them motherfuckers had? Like that's the fucking thing. Like, and again, like I say, like I use what was in my past to strengthen me for what I got going on in my future because all that's in my past is the equipment that I need to move into the future. Like a conversation I think me and Germ had about that shit. Like, nigga, I use what it was that helped me be who I am to move forward, but like I don't want to go back and be that motherfucker again. Like, nigga, I don't want to go back to the hood. I don't want to live in the hood no more. Like I don't want to live in the same poverty that I grew up in, my nigga. Like that shit don't make no sense. My nigga Amp Junior 909. What's the motherfucking deal, nigga? Wednesday, nigga, we finna be killing that goddamn stage. Y'all niggas pull up in Rancho at the Epic Center, which is a 12 cal. Sometimes we all have uh in comp, sometimes all we have in common is the past. Exactly. And that shit right there, like I always say, nigga, all my friends, I need the future and the present in common, not the past. If we got the past in common, we can be cool, but we'll be cool in passing. We'll be cool when I see you. We'll be cool when I come and I got time to kick it. But like all that sitting up reminiscing all day, I don't do that shit. What's going on, little Mike? My cousin up in this motherfucker. What you say, real spill? That's it. What they mean when they say don't forget where you came from. And see, that's the fucking thing. Like I said, my nigga, like I never forget where I came from. Like I'm proud of where I'm from. Like I'm proud of everybody who's around where I'm from. Like I'm proud of my village, the motherfuckers who raised me. Like he was in here earlier, Stucky Edward, like nigga Eddie Bo, like all the motherfuckers who my upbringing. Like I told y'all, the comedy show that I did like last Saturday for all the homies and shit. It was like all my uncles and aunties from my neighborhood and all the motherfuckers who call me Lil Ant. Like, nigga, I'm most proud of where I come from. That's why I always tell y'all where I'm from. I live in San Bernardino, but I'm gonna be a Compton nigga forever. Like something that I always say, like, nigga, I live in San Bernardino, and Compton is known as one of the most dangerous cities in the United States, my nigga. But I feel the most safe when I'm in my neighborhood. Like my neighborhood in particular is one of the most known, notorious neighborhoods in Compton. And I feel most safe there than I do in the house that I live in. Like I legit pull up in front of my grandma's house, leave my car unlocked and running, go in and take a shit, and no, won't nobody touch my fucking car. Like I have that level of safety when I'm over there in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Compton. Nigga, I be over there just walking around like ain't shit gonna happen to me, my nigga. Like I'm literally bulletproof. Like I feel extra safe. Nigga, when I get off the 91 freeway on Wilmington, nigga, I genuinely feel a level of comfort that's like unmatched, my nigga. That's home. But at the same time, like I said, like that's not nothing that I would want to raise my kids in. Like I wouldn't be like, yeah, man, I'm raise my kids in the set, nigga. Because I know what comes with that, my nigga. I always had love for the hood. Like I always do everything that I can to help the homies. Like, nigga, I try to help niggas get their CDL, nigga, whenever motherfuckers need anything. Like, I'm always there to provide, whether it's information, a couple of dollars, or any of that shit. Like, I'm proud of where I'm from. But at the same time, like, that don't define me. Like I'm so much bigger than what's behind me. Pause. Like, nigga, I'm all about moving forward. Like, nigga, I use what's behind me to help me move forward. And that's the thing with everything, my nigga. And like I said, it's never a burnt bridge because, like I said in that fucking episode, my nigga, like you don't want to burn no bridge. because you never know when you're gonna have to go back and cross that motherfucker again. That's why I'll never fake on my homies. I'll never fake on my real actual friends. My family members, even motherfuckers who I don't fuck with no more. Because like I said, there's motherfuckers who I genuinely don't fuck with. But I don't make it no issue where it becomes like a beef situation where I don't like them, where I'm gonna put my hands on them when I see them, or vice versa. It's just, nigga, I might have outgrew you. We moving at two different speeds, my nigga. We in two different lanes, nigga. We moving at two different paces. It ain't no hard feelings. I just got too much going on to slow down and fuck with you. But nigga, the love never left. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like, when it comes to your past, it's a lot of motherfuckers that you literally leave in the past. Even though you love them, I love the future that I'm trying to build for myself much more than I love anything in my past. Like, I love the idea of my kids having generational wealth. Like, I love the idea of when it's the time for me to pass away, my grandkids being able to say, yeah, nigga, shit, nigga, we ain't have to work, nigga. We inherited a gang of money from our granddaddy. Like, I think about shit like that, like things that I used to hear when I was little about people, like, oh man, they granddaddy passed, and they got this big ass house and all these cars and all this money, and when they granddaddy passed away, he left them all kind of shit. Like that shit used to be like a movie trope at one point, where there would be movies where a motherfucker rich uncle die and leave them all kind of money. Like, I want to be that motherfucker. Like, again, like the things I think about in my future, like, nigga, I'm so much more attached to ideas like that than I am of keeping it real with niggas from back in the day. I'm so much more on the idea of like literally becoming like a legendary comedian. Like, I'm more on the idea of like getting to the point in my life where I got so much residual income, I'm just thinking of fun shit to do when I wake up every morning. Like, that's what I'm on. Not like, man, I gotta let these niggas know I'm still real, nigga. Like, nigga, just being around me, I am. Just hearing how I talk, my nigga. Just kicking it with me for 5 or 10 minutes. Like, nigga, you already know what I'm on. Nigga, you can hear where I'm from in how I talk. So I don't have to go out of my way to like go back and prove it. Or like have certain niggas around me just to prove it. Cause like I tell motherfuckers all the time, like, nigga, I don't gotta tell you where I'm from. If you know, you know. And if you go back to where I'm from and you ask about me, they know. And that's all that matters to me, my nigga. Like, a reason a lot of celebrities, especially like in the black community, like, nigga, when it comes to like a lot of our hip hop artists who fucked up by going back into their neighborhood, it wasn't so much of going back to your neighborhood to kill you, because at the end of the day, Kendrick still be in Compton. J. Cole still be wherever he from in North Carolina. Like, a whole lot of artists is good where they from. But it's the bullshit mindset of trying to still keep it real where you from. That's where a lot of people fuck up at. Cause like I said, nigga, I don't feel like I'm in danger when I go back to the hood. I love going back to the hood. I just don't be having time because I be busy. Like that's what I was telling the homies when I did that show. Like, oh, cuz you ain't been to the hood in a long ass time. I know. I got $1 million shit that I'm working on, my nigga. I got $1 million plans, and it's not $1 million over here. And again, love them niggas with all my heart, my nigga. Like, legit. Same as like I say about like, just women in my life. Like, nigga, I had women I was in love with that I had to break up with. Madly in love, my nigga. I love them to this motherfucking day. But we just wasn't on the same shit. And I had to leave their ass in the past. What's going on, My Wrote the Herbalist? What's happening? I need some more of that goddamn tea too, nigga. She sent me some tea one time, nigga. That shit was the shit. I need to fucking DM her and order some more of that tea. But what you saying, 12 Cal? Well, no, Real Spill said, I hold on to the lessons and the knowledge from where I came from and not trying to be stuck there. Exactly. 12 Cal said, if you're 40, why would you want to be around someone who wants to be 20 again? Exactly. Uh, Real Spill said, that's crazy. Trying to relive your 20s and your 40s. And that's a thing too, my nigga, because again, like with a lot of the people in my life who I've left alone, that's been our disconnect. Like, I'm 40 years old and I know I'm 40. I'm 42 fucking years old. I was born in 1982, my nigga. I'll be 43 this year. Like, there's just some shit that if that's what you on, we can't relate. We don't have that shit in common no more. Like I said, my nigga, there's niggas who I was raised with, who I've been around for years, who we ain't got shit in common no more. Only thing we got in common is our old address. We used to live close to each other, proximity. But moving forward, they not on what I'm on, so they can't go with me. It's that fucking simple. Same with women in my life. There was a time when we met, nigga, we was down here together. And then when I started doing this shit, it was like we no longer have that shit in common and we started to clash. And like that's something I forgot who, I think it was Nelly. I was watching the interview with Nelly and he was talking about that shit with like family, but with him, it was in the sense of family that be hating. Because again, like even when it comes to shit like that, my nigga, you got motherfuckers who you gotta leave alone because they literally haters, dog. And again, like nigga, and I said this shit before too, like some of the people that do what we call hating, it's not even genuinely hate as much as it is like they got a very small mindset. Like they can't see the size of your fucking vision. So it's not that they trying to hold you back, but they trying to keep you realistic. And it's because they can't see they self going to where you going. They don't see you going there neither. So you'll tell them some shit like, man, I want to be a musician. And they looking like, man, you better hit them books. Shit, your ass, you nigga, you better sing to them books, nigga. You better sing to that motherfucking math test and all that old shit. And it's like, nigga, I'm really good at this shit. Like I could really see myself becoming a professional musician. My nigga, music is what makes me happy. And they like, no, fuck that shit. Your ass, you better go get your motherfucking degree. And it's not that they wrong, but nigga, they just don't understand where you trying to go. And again, I've had friends like that I had to leave the fuck alone. Nigga, if I tell you that I'm trying to be like a comedian, my nigga. Like I'm trying to really make this comedy shit work, my nigga. Like man, you ain't even that funny shit, nigga. Your ass better stick to driving trucks, nigga. Your ass gonna be a truck driver, nigga. You get to talking that shit, nigga. All right, nigga, I'm up out of here. I'm gone. I'm not finna allow your negativity to slow me down. And again, love your ass to death, but I gotta leave you the fuck alone. Like nigga, anybody who trying to minimize anything that I'm trying to do, I gotta leave your ass alone. L- No love lost, no beef, no negativity. I swear I still love you. I just can't fuck with you. I gotta leave you in the past. And again, a lot of these people, they mind, or let me say, their heart is in the right place because they genuinely just want to see you do good. So they don't want you to leave your job. They don't want you to move to California. They don't want you to move to New York. They don't want you to, make that sacrifice that it takes to make your dream work. Because the thing is, when it comes to a lot of things that we want to do in life that are dreams of ours or things that, will make us happier. Like a lot of people don't want to see you leave, my nigga. They don't want to see you leave what they got going on to go pursue what you got going on. So they'll try to hamper what you got going on, or they'll try to speak down on what you got going on. And it's like you gotta leave their ass, my nigga. Like it just is what it is. Like I be telling people, like nigga, there's just some shit in my life that as much as people around me might have tried to tell me what they thought was best, I had to go with my gut. Like I had to listen to me. Because like even, like I tell King Germ a lot, I tell Uncle Bob a lot, like when it comes to comedy, nigga, like there's a lot of people who tell me, hey man, you gotta do this on stage, or you gotta do this different on stage, or you gotta do this different on stage. And it's like, nigga, as much as I respect your motherfucking opinion, I gotta go with me on this one. Like, even though you've been doing this shit way longer than me, I gotta listen to my own advice on this one. I'm gonna have to win or lose as me on this one. I'm gonna have to bet on me on this one. If I'm wrong, fuck it. It is what it is. Sorry. I leaned to my own understanding. But at the same time, my nigga, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that they gonna advise you against your own best interest because they can only see you going as far as they can see theyself go. And I just needed to drink some motherfucking water on some real shit. And what you say, 12 Cal, one of my favorite Nipsey bars is circle got smaller, everybody can't go. And that's real. Real Spill said people have to know when a relationship, friendship ran its course exactly. And Jahan said exactly. Cause that's the thing, cause like even like another Nipsey line that's one of my favorites. My nigga in the song Love, cause Love is my favorite Nipsey song. And he said, nigga, the less I'm coming around, the more I'm getting money. Like nigga, that whole verse was the shit, my nigga. I'm a gang bang graduate. Pioneered the transition from this crippin' wasn't easy, nigga, but I mastered it. Like that nigga was gassing on that shit. Because again, dog, like it's a lot of motherfuckers that you be around, and the reason that you can't get where you going is because you trying to hold on to them. Them niggas is dead weight, my nigga. It's a lot of motherfuckers that they don't see themselves going there, so they don't want you to go there neither. Like that's why like certain motherfuckers, oh man, don't forget me when you get to the top. Oh man, don't forget little old me when you get where you going, because they know like nigga, when I get there, you might be too far in my past for me to even see you, dog. Like I always say, like I'm always gonna love niggas. Like my family, my friends, like motherfuckers from my neighborhood. But it's like, nigga, when you reach a certain level, it's like, nigga, the higher you fly, the less you can see. Nigga, when you look down to the ground, nigga, them houses is getting smaller and smaller to the point where you can't even see motherfuckers coming in and out them motherfuckers. And it just is what it is. But it's like, nigga, how bad do you want to succeed? Like, nigga, when it comes to you moving forward in life, like how bad do you want it? And again, this ain't even like on no millionaire entrepreneur shit, nigga. This just on some peace of mind type shit. Like nigga, you might just want to move 2 hours away to the next city because it's a good ass job out there. Like nigga, you might want to move from, I don't know, nigga, you might be from St. Louis. And it's a good ass job at the oil refinery in Odessa, Texas, or some shit. Like you might want to go work the oil fields in Midland, Texas. They over here saying, man, they paying motherfuckers $170,000 to work in the oil field, nigga. Your ass to have a ranch with 2 acres, nigga. We out here in Pecos, Texas, nigga. We doing whoopty whoopty whoop. And you like, man, I'm a St. Louis nigga. I want to stay in St. Louis. And they like, nigga, man, fuck that shit, nigga. You finna be out there, nigga, tipping cows over and all that shit. But it's a $175,000 a year job, nigga. The houses is 150,000, my nigga. Like I'm gonna be on a ranch with 3 acres. Man, fuck that. I'm in St. Louis, nigga. We over here doing this and doing that. Like, nigga, do you really want to be around motherfuckers that tie you to the past, nigga? Some of these niggas is anchors, my nigga. What's going on, the Lockmaster? Like some of these motherfuckers is genuinely holding you back. And like Jahan said, people that project their fears onto you because they don't know what's going on the other side of the hill. They don't want you to go to the other side of the hill because they don't know what's cracking on that side, on where wealthy people be at. They don't want you to go where that shit is at because they like, no, man, I heard this be happening over here and that be happening. You don't want that life. Because like with me, nigga, like when it come to like even being famous, my nigga, I see a whole lot of fucked up shit happen to famous people, but like I literally got the mindset now of like, let me find out. I'll find out when I get there. Like, all right, yeah, nigga, famous people be doing this and famous people be doing that. And that happens to rich people and shit like that. Yeah, that's cool, but let me find out when I get there. If I don't like it, I'll come back. But I'll be damned if I don't go there because of fear, because of some shit you told me, because you tried to anchor me and hold me back. Fuck that shit, nigga. I'm like finding Nemo, my nigga. Like, I'm gonna go over here to the other side of the reef and see what the fuck going on, nigga. I'm gonna be like Simba from fucking Lion King. Like, I'm gonna just have to go to the elephant graveyard and find out for myself. Because at the end of the day, dog, like, you gotta step out of your comfort zone. Like, you know, when it comes to like anything that you want out of life, my nigga, like you gotta be able to do the uncomfortable thing. You gotta be the motherfucker that break the mold. Like you gotta do what's unconventional sometimes in order to get what you truly want out of life. Like, nigga, there's just some shit that you probably want that a lot of people is not gonna find conventional. They not gonna feel like it's the right thing to do. They gonna feel like, oh man, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't go there. You shouldn't try that. But it's like, nigga, how bad do you want that shit? You know, because like I be telling motherfuckers, there's a lot of sacrifices that I be making that I know a lot of people probably wouldn't be happy with it, but I gotta do what I gotta do because there's some things that I want that you might not understand. This is what I feel like I gotta do to get it. What's going on, my cousin Andre? Dre Day 2400 up in this motherfucker. You know, like, and that's the fucking thing. You know, like I said, dog, like, there's just some shit in life that you can't listen to motherfuckers because some motherfuckers literally want you to stay where you at. They're comfortable with you being where you at. What's going on, my cousin, the real TU up in this motherfucker, my cousin Jeff. You know, but like I say, because like, you know, and I think it was either my last episode or the episode before that, where like I was talking about puppies and big dogs, my nigga. Everybody loves a puppy. They comfortable with puppies. Puppies are cute. You know, that's how they look at you. They like you as a puppy. You know, like your family, your friends, like they like you as the guy that's right there. They see you every day. You work at a job. You live in a neighborhood. You drive the same car as them. They're comfortable with that. Like, that's cool. They don't want to see you as Hollywood, you know, like the Rick James. I mean, Rick James too, but like Ric Flair, jet flying, limousine riding, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing. Like they don't want to see that version of you. They like you as the blue collar motherfucker that they work with at the job. Like they like seeing you in that form. They like when, you know, they see you every day, you riding up and down the street on your little bicycle. That's cool. They don't want you on big dog status. Cause now that you a big dog, you ain't answering your phone like you used to. You know, now that you a big dog, they can't catch you at the basketball court like they used to. My nigga, you at the Staples Center. You know, the motherfuckers can't see you at the supermarket no more that they go to and shop because you got somebody shopping for you because you can't be around the public no more. Like they don't want to see that version of you, my nigga. You know, so some people they'll literally just try to stop you with everything you do. Every time you try to make a change, every time you try to take a step forward, every time you try to do some shit different, nigga, they gonna try to stop you at every level because they want you to be a puppy because puppies make them feel comfortable. You know, you in your small form, you make them feel comfortable. You not doing nothing major makes them feel comfortable because it's like shit. I'ma have him forever if he stay in the projects. We all in the projects. We cool in the projects. The projects is comfortable. You know, like we over here chilling. We partying. We throwing barbecues and shit. Shout out to the motherfucking projects. But it's like, damn, nigga, I want a mansion. Like, nigga, I want to fly in planes. I want to travel. I want to do this, nigga. I want to buy this kind of car. And they like, well, shit. If you start doing that, you're not gonna be in the projects with us no more. We not gonna see you in the projects. You're not gonna visit no more if you doing this. Like, nah, man. Like, kick it here with us, dudes. Chill out. But what you say, Baylor? Some people won't be comfortable with your success for so many reasons. Just simple family success will cause a wave in the waters. And that's the thing, you know, because like I always say on this show, my nigga, people are people, are people, are people. Like your family, your friends, your co-workers, your romantic situations, like your relationships with people are your relationships with people. Nigga, you got a girlfriend that'll hate on your success. You got a cousin that'll hate on your success. You got a friend that'll hate on your success. You got all type of motherfuckers. Like, nigga, it's no different because it's your brother or your coworker or your homeboy or your homie from the hood or your neighbor across the fucking street. People is people, my nigga. You know, so that's the thing. Like, you know how many I can't believe my cousin said that, or my mama said that, or my brother said that, or my girlfriend told me that. Because they people. You know, you got motherfuckers that's related to you that don't want to see you grow, just like you got motherfuckers who you just go to work with that don't want to see you grow. It's just people in general, my nigga. And again, like, you got to be comfortable with leaving whoever. Like nobody should be above the program, especially when it comes to like you trying to grow, you trying to do something better for yourself, you trying to empower yourself, you trying to empower your fucking family. Like, nigga, I want Deuce and Brownie to be successful at any fucking cost. Like, nigga, at the loss of anybody. I want my kids to do better, my nigga. Like, if me and you can't be friends no more, but it's gonna lead to Deuce and Brownie being better, I guess we can't be friends no more. If me and you dating stops me from doing better for Deuce and Brownie, I guess me and you can't date no more. Like, nigga, whatever the fuck gotta get cut off. For these two niggas to do better, shit, it gotta fucking happen. It is what the fuck it is. And what you say, real spill, letting go of people makes room for the right people to come in your life. That's going to help you get to the next level. Exactly. What Baylor say, watch the jokes too. A lot of truth was showing those laughs. Exactly. I say that shit all the time, nigga. A lot of truth is said in jest, my nigga. A lot of niggas when they make them little hating ass jokes. Oh man, here come the superstar. Oh, here come. Watch that shit, my nigga, because niggas be secretly hating. Niggas that hate on your ass with a smile on their face. And what you say to but my nigga Deuce, LOL. You got to do a father son stream on gang. Yeah, nigga, one of these days, motherfucker gonna do it. Cause I've already had Brownie on the motherfucking show. Like, Deuce done been on the show, just not in a super speaking role. Cause when he was on this motherfucker, his ass didn't want to talk on the microphone. What you say, real spill, you have to watch jokes, mannerisms, body language, everything. Exactly, because that's the thing, my nigga. And I tell people all the time, like, nigga, sometimes you can see how motherfuckers look at you in photos. Like, you ever look at an old ass picture of yourself and then look in the background and like one of your friends was sneering at you, like, looking at you with the stank face and shit. Like, I say this shit all the time. Like, nigga, how motherfuckers talk behind your back is so much more important than how motherfuckers talk when you around. Like, nigga, I'm big on that shit. Like, nigga, I do not fuck with motherfuckers who talk foul about me when I ain't around. I don't fuck with motherfuckers who talk foul around about nobody when they ain't around. Nigga, the least favorite motherfucker in my life is motherfuckers who talk different to motherfuckers than they talk about motherfuckers. Like, when you nice as fuck with motherfuckers is around and then they walk out and you start talking cash shit about them, I don't like that type of shit. Like, nigga, talk about me the same way you talk to me. Nigga, if you cool as a motherfucker in my face, nigga, you cool. You better be cool when I ain't around. Nigga, don't be cool as a motherfucker when I'm over here kicking. And then once I walk away, man, nigga, Dolemite a sucker, my nigga. I don't even think that nigga really that funny for real, my nigga. You heard that whack ass podcast? That nigga still doing that shit. I heard he ain't even making no money doing that shit. I don't know why he do it. Nigga, I looked on the YouTube. The nigga only getting like 40 views on that motherfucker. That nigga podcast weak as fuck on some real shit. Like, I don't like motherfuckers like that. And like I always say, my nigga, like, just because you don't know it's happening don't mean it ain't happening. Just because a motherfucker snitched on 10 niggas and didn't snitch on you don't mean he not gonna snitch on you. What's going on, T baby 1057? It just ain't your turn yet, but your turn coming. Just like when you sitting there with a nigga and y'all kicking in your homeboy Josh right here, and y'all cool as fuck with Josh. Nigga, oh yeah, Josh, you a real nigga, man. I see your ass playing ball. Man, you was beasting, nigga. We saw your last game, nigga. You was balling like a motherfucker, nigga. But you had 20 points. Yeah, nigga, you did your shit, Josh. And then Josh hop in the car and they're like, that nigga Josh a bitch. Did you see when Josh got dunked on? You saw that shit, man. They dunked on Josh motherfucking ass, man. That shit crazy. Man, Josh weak as fuck. That nigga got that 20 points in garbage time, nigga. They was already up 30 when the nigga started scoring. And shit, nigga. Sorry, man. Remember we used to be busting Josh ass, nigga. Josh ain't even that good. On some real shit, nigga. I should have been on the team. Fuck Josh. That nigga Josh weak as shit. Like, why you didn't say that shit when Josh was standing here, though? Like, nigga, I'm real big on keeping that same fucking energy, my nigga. Like, nigga, don't say nothing behind my back that you wouldn't say to my face. And it's the same shit I say all the time on this motherfucking show as far as like the advice that I give, my nigga. Don't make it no fucking habit of talking down on niggas when they ain't around, because sometimes that little stupid ass bullshit you be saying got a funny way of making it to the person who you talking about. And a lot of times motherfuckers don't be liking to have that same energy when the motherfucker find out you was talking foul about me, my nigga. Like I've told people that shit, my nigga. It's a whole lot of friendships I don't have no more because you thought that little slick shit you was saying to that motherfucker wasn't gonna make it to me. And like I always say, I ain't the type of nigga that's gonna put my hands on you, none of that type of shit, my nigga. I'm gonna bless you with my fucking absence. You want to talk that stupid ass shit when I wasn't around, and that's cool, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, that's a show that you understood the fact that I might have slapped the shit out you if I heard you say that shit. That's why you didn't want to say that shit when I was around. And even like with that, like nigga, even outside of that, like nigga, no matter what the fuck you thought, nigga, what was it that made you not want to say that shit to my face anyway? Like I always say that shit, my nigga. Everybody who knows me personally know, nigga, it ain't nothing that I'll say about you that I wouldn't say to you. I learned that shit real early in life, my nigga. Whatever the fuck I got to say, I'll say it to you because I know it's gonna make it to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give it to your motherfucking ass direct. Pause. And what you say, T baby? I'm ready to come to uh the production case with some women. Yeah, man. Shout out to T baby. Oh yeah, my mom up in this motherfucker too. Like I said, my nigga, like I don't say nothing about a motherfucker that I wouldn't say to their face. Period. Because again, like nigga, this shit happened to me, nigga, when I was in like junior high, talking heavy shit about a nigga. End up damn near getting jumped, nigga. End up catching a black eye because instead of just saying it to that motherfucker, I'm sitting here running my motherfucking mouth, and the nigga got to drop on me, pulled up with a whole bunch of motherfuckers, caught a nigga slipping, and in my head, I'm like, yeah, I should have just said that shit to that nigga. Because the thing is, it wasn't even that I was afraid when the motherfucker approached me. Like, yeah, nigga, I heard you was talking shit. Mind you, I'm sitting facing this way, this nigga behind me. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, I called your mama a ugly ass bitch. I sure did, nigga. Yeah, hell yeah. I said I was gonna fuck you up till I turned around and seen who that nigga was with. Then it was like, well, guess I gotta take my ass whooping because I let my mouth write a check that my ass couldn't cash. And in hindsight, it's like I should have just talked that shit to that nigga and then whooped his ass in the moment, and then the shit would have been dead. But again, like I always tell y'all, a whole lot of the lessons that I teach in this motherfucking show, a whole lot of the shit that I say on this fucking show is literally shit that I've experienced. Whether I experienced that shit the hard way, whether it was something that I learned through watching, whether it was something that I read or any of that shit. I use all experience that I've had in life for some gain. And that shit right there, nigga, that was a lesson I had to learn the hard way. Talking shit about a motherfucker that I should have just said to that motherfucker. So again, like, to go back to what we talking about in today's episode, my nigga, anybody that talk different when your ass ain't around shouldn't be around. Nigga, if the way you talk about me when I ain't around is different than how you talk about me when I'm in your presence, I can't fuck with you. Like shout out Uncle Bob, my nigga. We was talking about a nigga just like that. When I'm around, oh man, nigga, you funny, man. You one of the funniest niggas out here, man. You be doing your motherfucking thing. And then when I'm not around, all of a sudden I ain't that funny. You funnier than me. I'm only getting booked because of, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's another thing too, like that I really don't like what people do. Motherfuckers who try to make excuses for your success. Oh man, you only on because of this. You only on because you know this motherfucker. You only got that because you know this motherfucker. Like, nigga, I'll sit there, let you talk that stupid ass shit, and then, like, literally in my head, I just write you off. Like, I don't like motherfuckers who try to find excuses for why I got anything. Nigga, I got it through work ethic. And a lot of times the reason people try to come up with excuses for why you successful is because they don't like the fact that you're a mirror to the reason that they're not successful. Like the reason a whole lot of your family members hate on your success, the reason a lot of your close friends hate on your success, the reason a lot of people from your neighborhood hate on your success is because to see you succeed is a mirror to their own failure. It's like, how the fuck did we come from the same circumstance and he got $1 million and I'm folding boxes? How is it that we from the same neighborhood? How is it that we come from the same family? How is it that we got two of the same parents and this motherfucker is doing all this fly shit and I ain't got shit? They hate that shit, my nigga. Like I say all the time, a lot of people don't hate you. They hate what you represent. They hate that you represent their laziness. They hate that your success represents their failure. Because even though y'all motherfuckers got dealt the same deck of cards, you won and they lost. They hate that. It ain't even that they hate you. They hate what you show them about them. That's what they hate. It ain't got shit to do with you, my nigga. You just out there living your life, doing your thing, being successful, working, taking care of your family and shit. And they over there pissed the fuck off. Because every time they see you catch a win, it reminds them of why they catching losses. And what you say, Baylor, sad part is people are too stubborn to ask to be a part of or even how to support you. They want to be a part of something they know is good and great. They just don't know how to be a part. They just don't know how to be that type of person. Because the thing is, my nigga, a lot of people got main character syndrome. Like a lot of people don't want to, especially when it comes to somebody that's from their neighborhood or somebody that's their age or younger than them or somebody that's in their family. Like they don't want to be an employee of their little brother. Like they don't want to be like the little homie to somebody who at one point was their little homie. Like there's niggas in your neighborhood, they like 3 or 4 years older than you. Like the reason they don't like to see you blow up is because like it's like, what do I look like asking Lil Whoopty Whoop for something? What do I look like asking Lil such and such to work with him or to support him or to be part of his movement? Man, fuck that shit. So it's just easier to hate, my nigga. That's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, it's fucked up, but it's just easier to vibrate low, my nigga. Like hate is low vibrational, my nigga. Like that's a low vibrational energy, my nigga. Like to hate on somebody, to have something negative to say, to frown on motherfuckers, to down motherfuckers. It's easy. It's effortless to be a buster. It take no effort to be a bum. It takes no effort to be a hater. It takes no effort to be jealous, my nigga. Jealousy is easy. Matching what a motherfucker got going on is difficult. Putting in work is difficult. Success is difficult. They don't want to do the difficult thing. They want to do the easy thing. It's so much easier for me to shit on your yacht while I'm fucking rowing my canoe than to get me a yacht. It's so much easier for me to sit on my couch and tell Patrick Mahomes that was a bad fucking pass than to get into the NFL and show him a better pass. It's so much easier for me to drive up in my motherfucking Honda Accord with the motherfucking muffler missing, nigga, the motherfucking catalytic converter gone. So it sound like an 86 Ford, but it's a 2012 and shit. Like, it's so much easier for me to tell you, I would have never put them rims on my Mercedes. Bitch ass nigga, because you don't have one. Like it's so many motherfuckers that's gonna have an opinion on you doing some shit that they can't even do. It's gonna be a million motherfuckers telling you how you're doing what you're doing wrong, and they ain't doing it. It's so many motherfuckers right now telling you, man, I'd have never bought a house like that. Nigga, you never bought a house, so what the fuck are you even talking about? Oh man, I don't even like them type of cars. Shit, you ain't got no car, so what the fuck you talking about? Like I don't let motherfuckers have opinions of what I got going on, and they not ahead of me, my nigga. Again, your ass is back there for a reason. You in the past for a reason. There's a reason I don't answer my phone when you call. Cause I know you finna be on the same bum ass shit you was on back when I was answering my phone. That's why I stopped answering it. That's why you stopped hearing from me. Because I got too much fly shit in the future to be dealing with your bum ass in my past. And what you say, Baylor? They mad at me and I'm at home coaching the Liberty University football program. Shout out to y'all niggas that know how to play fucking college football 2025, nigga. I just play Grand Theft Auto. I suck at all that shit, my nigga. I don't even like doing shit I'm not good at. That's why I don't play Call of Duty. That's why I don't fuck with 2K no more. Even though 2K trash, but slight tangent. Because like I tell King Jerem all the time, like, nigga, I wish I could watch TV like I used to. I wish that I could like play video games like I used to. Because I used to be a beast in video games. Like, I legit feel like, nigga, there was a time that I might have been like top 20 NFL 2K5 players on the planet. Like if NFL 2K5 was like online, like how we got Xbox Live now, like I genuinely feel like I'd have been snatching niggas' heads off. Pause. Like I'd have been killing niggas on NFL 2K5. If that shit was online, like even like in NBA Street 2. NBA Street 2, nigga, I was like one of the greatest, my nigga. Like I would legit beat niggas. Pause. Like nigga, literally just skunking shit, nigga. Like, nigga, I got 30 by the time you scored your first point. Like, I was that cold at that shit. I beat a nigga 100-0 in NFL 2K5. Like, legit, nigga. And that nigga was cold. I fucked him up in that game. Like, nigga, I used to put the motherfucking on the hardest difficulty level, nigga, and go undefeated with the worst team. Like, I was so cold in that motherfucking game. But anyway, like, again, it's a time and a place to reminisce. Because even like with certain people who I don't fuck with no more, like I say, I don't burn bridges. Like there's friends who I don't fuck with no more that when I see them, we kick it. There's people who I don't fuck with no more that when I see them, it's all love. I just don't fuck with you like I fucked with you. Because that's the thing. Like, nigga, just because I left something in my past don't mean that I can't go back and revisit it. Like I said, nigga, like with oldies, I still listen to Rick James like that shit brand new. Nigga, I love that shit. But it ain't like that's like, oh man, we need a new Rick James album. Like, no, nigga, there's just some shit that you supposed to leave in the past. You revisit it when it's the time, and then you move the fuck on because you got fly shit going on in the future. That's the whole reason museums exist. That's the reason that we teach history classes because the past is important. But you leave the past in the past. Just like with a whole lot of the debates of the Michael Jordan versus LeBron, like my nigga, there was a time when certain shit was acceptable. There was a time when certain shit was optimal. There was a time when certain shit was good, but that time is gone. That time is no longer here. Now we're in the time that we in. So now we got a whole new crop of motherfuckers to be like, oh no, he the GOAT now. He's the best now. Like, and that's how I feel about life in general, my nigga. Like, I got too much shit going on right now to be trying to hold on to what the fuck was behind me. I don't got no tape players in my house. I don't have no DVD players. I don't got no record players. I don't got no 8 tracks, my nigga. Like, there's just certain shit that it's like I could reminisce and look positively on the times of having certain things and being in certain places in my life, but I don't want to go back. Like I've talked about, like, there was a time when I didn't have shit, but I was happy as a motherfucker. Like me and the homies in the hood, nigga, like we on 163rd at the homie house playing Madden, my nigga. We ain't had shit but each other, but we was happy as a motherfucker because that's what we had. We had each other. Nigga, we over here with a dollar gallon of Tampico, probably like a big ass box of like Intimus donuts or some shit that we got from Miracle Market. And we all playing Madden at the homie house, nigga, having the time of our life, nigga. But would I want to be broke again? Back living in the hood? Back in motherfucking Miracle Market with $3 in my pocket, nigga, trying to figure it the fuck out? Nah, I'm cool. Them was some happy fucking times, but nigga, they in the past for a fucking reason. Like being broke is easy. Being broke was easy. Like it was a simpler time. It was a happy time. But that's not a time I want to go back to. That's not some shit I want to revisit. Especially because a lot of times we look back on things in a nostalgic manner, and because of our fondness of those memories, we forget the reason that we no longer there. Like the reason that a lot of people go back to their exes is because you only think about the head. You only think about the sex. You only think about the good times. You forget about the time that she stabbed you. You forget about the time that you was asleep and then she went through your phone and she woke you up by throwing that motherfucker at your face and damn near breaking your fucking nose. Like you forgot about that shit. You know, I think I've talked about this shit on the show recently, but I don't know. But like I was talking about, like nigga, as of recent, I kind of have been in a season in my life where God is bringing a lot of women back into my life to remind me why I left they motherfucking ass alone in the first place. Like legit, nigga, it's motherfucking female, so I ain't seen in 20 something years popping up out the motherfucking woodwork. And I ain't gonna front. Like I said, nigga, I done gave him a genuine chance. And then it was like, no wonder I don't fuck with this motherfucker no more. I forgot about this shit. We sit up there and, oh, remember we used to do this and oh, we used to go here. Remember we used to do that shit. Oh man, remember this shit. Da, da, da. And I'm like, damn, I remember you was a weirdo. Damn, I forgot about that shit. Damn, I forgot you ain't know how to talk to people. Damn, I forgot you was like this. Damn, I forgot you was like that. Like, nigga, I say this shit a lot about Michael Jordan fans. And this ain't even me shitting on nobody or saying nothing like to enhance the debate, because I know Baylor get tired of us debating that shit. But I say this shit to Michael Jordan fans a lot. MJ fans act like that nigga had a 6-year career. MJ fans act like that motherfucker never missed a shot. You know, like I tell motherfuckers all the time, when LeBron retired, about 10, 15 years after LeBron retired, this gonna be a whole different conversation. Because a whole lot of the things that happen in your career, a lot of motherfuckers forget. Like they only look at you fondly. You know, same as like when Kobe died. Like when Kobe was alive, a lot of us knew his flaws. A lot of us remembered his flaws. A lot of us brought up a lot of his flaws. But when the book shut, we act like he wasn't one of the most hated players in the NBA. We act like he wasn't one of the motherfuckers that all his teammates hated. You know, all we have left of Kobe is the good memories. The 81 point game, you know, dropping what 61 points in his last game. We forgot that, you know, a whole lot of the discussion around why he couldn't get a lot of players on his team was because a lot of motherfuckers genuinely didn't want to play with that nigga. A lot of motherfuckers genuinely didn't like that nigga. You know, same with Michael Jordan. Like, motherfucker, oh man, Michael Jordan was the toughest player to ever play the game. Everybody feared Michael Jordan. Y'all motherfuckers forgot that he went to the office to talk to David Stern about getting fouled. Y'all forgot literally watching Michael Jordan on that motherfucking court, belly aching, bitching, and crying to the motherfucking refs about him getting fouled. Like, nigga, Michael Jordan was just a bigger fucking crybaby as anybody in NBA history. But they swear to God, he just was like the toughest, bulletproof motherfucker that never hit the floor. Like, nigga, Michael Jordan was a bitch ass nigga too. Like, nigga, he was just as big a fucking crybaby as anybody. Like, niggas, y'all forgot about that shit. Y'all forgot about that nigga going to the refs and getting changes called in the middle of the fucking game. You know, like we get these nostalgia goggles that we put on, and it's like we forget, like, damn, no wonder I broke up with this bitch. You know, because like I said, nigga, sometimes God will bring people back into your life, nigga, to remind you why he took them away in the fucking first place. You know, that's the thing. Like, that's the same way like I look at sports, my nigga. I be telling motherfuckers, like, sometimes I don't even have the debate with certain niggas because I know you didn't watch the games. You only watch the highlights. All you know of Michael Jordan is the motherfucking layup when he went up with one hand, brought that motherfucker down, and laid it up with the other hand. Even though if you really watch it close, he clearly could have just dunked it. That nigga was way above the rim. That nigga could have easily dunked that shit. But you know, he got to do his little sexy Michael Jordan move, and I ain't mad at him because it went in. Pause, pause, pause. But at the same time, he could have dunked that shit. You know, like niggas romanticize the past. You know, like, and this, you know, big ass shout out to 12 Cal for this shit. You know, because one thing that I do love and respect about 12 Cal is 12 Cal is not one of them old niggas that got the black and white TV was so much better mindset. You know, because certain motherfuckers, like, they get so attached to nostalgia, they literally say illogical, stupid ass shit that don't make no fucking sense. Like saying that the VCR was so much better than Blu-ray and shit. Like, oh man, I miss when we had 8 tracks and you had to listen to the whole tape all the way through and wait to flip that motherfucker over to listen to your favorite song. Nigga, that shit was bullshit. Oh man, I miss having a big ass CD book and damn near crashing my motherfucking car because I got a song I want to listen to and I'm flipping through the CD book while I'm on the fucking freeway, damn near risking my motherfucking life instead of just being able to go boop, boop, boop and click to my favorite fucking song. I like making playlists, my nigga. I like the streaming. I like Spotify, nigga. I like being able to just go boop, boop, favorite song. I like being able to listen to motherfucking EBK J-Bo. And when that shit go off, I turn on some fucking Tina Marie. And then I turn off Tina Marie, and then I listen to some Prince. And then I turn Prince off, and then I listen to the Isley Brothers. And then from that motherfucker, I go back and listen to some goddamn Larry June. Imagine trying to do that fucking shit with the CD era, nigga. With a fucking CD changer. You can't listen to all that shit on no fucking CD player, nigga. Like, there's some shit that I'm glad it's in the past. We had some good times burning CDs. My nigga, it was fun. But I don't want to fucking burn CDs no more, my nigga. Like, there's so much shit that, again, yes, they were happy times. I don't fucking want to go back, though, my nigga. You know, there was times when bicycles had them hard ass metal pedals on them motherfuckers. And you fuck around and let that motherfucker spin back and hit your shin. Fuck your motherfucker. I don't miss that shit. I don't miss going to the hospital and getting stitches and shit, my nigga. I don't miss like, and this is a joke that I use on stage, my nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all one pause on my way out. But nigga, we used to get hit by cars when I was little. I was on stage like, why the fuck kids don't get hit by cars no more, nigga? Man, we all got hit by a car growing up. I got hit by multiple cars. I got hit by cars on bikes. I got hit by cars just crossing the street on the way to school. I got hit by cars doing all kind of shit, nigga. That shit was like a regular thing in my day growing up. Getting hit by a fucking car. These little niggas don't get hit by cars no more. Every nigga that I know born in the 80s and before, we all got this like permanent fucking scar on one of our knee, my nigga. It's like the size of a dime, where it's like no skin, it's like real smooth. Like all of us got that scar. We all fucked our knee up in the same spot growing up, my nigga. Every nigga got like this one fucking scar on their forehead. Like, nigga, we all got that shit. Like, we all got these things that happen in our childhood, my nigga. Like, we all knew about the same boogeyman and shit. Like, but again, like the past is in the past for a reason. Even though we look on these times fondly, there's a reason that it's back there. There's a reason that we don't want to revisit that shit, my nigga. Like we can look at it fondly, we can have the conversations, we can reminisce over a beer and like talk about it, but there's a reason that it's back there, my nigga. There's a reason it's never coming back. Same with people, my nigga. I got motherfuckers that I talk about and you'll swear they was dead because of how I talk about them. And they still alive. I just don't fuck with them. They dead to me. Because either how they did me, something that they said, something that they did. I don't fuck with they motherfucking ass. So the way that I talk about them, you'll legit think they wasn't here no more. No, nigga. They still on earth vertical. They just not in my life no more. They just dead to me. But no hard feelings, no love lost. I just don't fuck with they motherfucking ass. So may he be in the past. Rest in past. He's still alive, but he just ain't in my life no more. What you say? That's how most people in the past view the past, and sometimes after they pass on. And what you say, 12 Cal, man, that was dope. I just got off my exit back to the A. Shout out to it, my nigga, because I'm sure at an hour and shit, nigga. 12 Cal was able to listen to the motherfucking show live, his whole little commute. Shout out to 12 Cal and good timing, my nigga. But like I said, dog, like, just to wrap the whole episode up, like, nigga, it's nothing wrong with reminiscing upon the past. It's nothing wrong with having those moments where you think fondly about the things that happened in your life, the people who you used to chill with, the memories that y'all created and all that shit. But like, don't allow that shit to stagnate you, my nigga. Like, don't try to keep it so real with your past that you don't make it into your future. Like, nigga, don't try to be so loyal to some shit or some people that you don't get to where you truly want to go in life because you trying to appease what you have. You can have so much more. You could be so much farther, but you trying to be loyal to some shit that ain't loyal to you. You trying to stay attached to people who really don't want to see you win. And again, it's not even about their intentions a lot of times. It's just genuinely about, nigga, some shit just ain't for you to be in forever, my nigga. The TV wasn't supposed to stay black and white forever, my nigga. The TV wasn't supposed to be big booty TV forever, my nigga. There was a time when having a big ass flow model TV was like the picture of wealth. Like, oh man, you got a color TV? Oh man, you balling. Damn, nigga, you got a CD Walkman? Oh man, like, again, and those were some good ass times, but they're in the past for a reason. Same with friendships, same with relationships, same with people in your life who you thought would be there forever. Like, nigga, and I wasn't gonna bring it up because it's not something that I want motherfuckers to think that I'm attached to, but like my marriage. Like, nigga, I planned on being married forever, dog. Like I wanted to be married forever, but it just didn't pan out that way. And that's okay, because that was a chapter in my life that I look back fondly upon, but it's over, my nigga. And that's okay. Like, it is what it is, my nigga. Same with family members that you fuck with, same with friends that you have, and other things. Like, there was a time that shit was fly. I enjoyed it, but it had to come to an end, and that's okay. Like, life goes on, my nigga. Like, you can't stop the world from spinning. What's going on? Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Y'all niggas go subscribe to Simply Ball Dropping on YouTube, my nigga. They doing they shit. But like I said, dog, like, never allow your past to fuck your future up. Never spend so much time looking back that you trip over your motherfucking feet trying to move forward. And I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you can cash at me directly at Uncle Dolemite. $ Uncle DOLEMITE, or get you some merchandise at Too Much Game Podcast.store. TOO Much Game Podcast.store. Y'all niggas buy anything, you get any merch, nigga, take a picture, nigga, send that shit to me, nigga, so I can tag you and shit like that. But what else? Support the squad. Townhouse Media, Town E House Media, Sports for You Podcast, Sports number 4 letter U Podcast, Sports for You Wrestling with John Watson, Mark, Nick Freeze, the Wrestling Podcast with my nigga Trail. Support all the podcasts that fuck with me. Everybody who be in this motherfucking comment section all the time. 12 Cal from the 12 Cal Podcast on YouTube and all streaming platforms. The motherfucking Rap Soul Podcast. My nigga Baylor, BTG for President Podcast. Open Run for BTG Podcast. On the Brit Network, I Can Talk About This All Day Podcast with Britt Renee. Shout out to her because she got both the Baylor podcasts. So y'all go subscribe to the I Can Talk About This All Day Podcast, and you getting a 3-for-1 special, my niggas. So y'all niggas go subscribe to the I Can Talk About This All Day Podcast with Britt Renee. You get 3 shows on 1 RSS feed. Shout out to that. Shout out shanbypod.com, CHANBEPODDIN.com. Hustle and Heal Podcast. Shout out to my nigga motherfucking Styles and motherfucking Blessed Chest, nigga. They sent me the motherfucking shirt. Shout out to them and shit. Yeah, man. Got me some merch, because y'all niggas know. I tell y'all, fuck with my folks, my nigga. And I did the intro on their show. Who else? Shout out my nigga King and Queen Germ. Pod and Saved Our Marriage. I can talk about this. Damn. I already shot it up, Britt. I'll explain all this later podcast. A big smash. Cool Out Corner with motherfucking Pork and L. Happy motherfucking see that big L. What else? Follow my social media and shit. Instagram, Uncle Dolemite. TikTok, Yo Mama Boyfriend. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe first and foremost. Comments right after that. Hit that goddamn like button. But I think that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game. Yeah, I'm gonna get some mods.